Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to episode 9 of Vicious Rants. I'm your host, the one and only Tim Vicious. And I've been sitting and thinking on this for a while and wound up having a conversation. Good friend of mine, Victoria, she's on Twitter at IamVictoria83. Follow her. She's a smart girl. She knows what she's talking about when it comes to wrestling. And see, told you I'd give you a plug on this show. Anyways, back to what I was saying. What's been bugging me is on how the fact that they're giving Dwayne another glorified match, even though he's done nothing to absolutely deserve it. You know, he said, last memory serves, he said before, wrestling was his passion, it's his life, this, that, and the other. And the second he got one small little bit of a taste of what it's like to work outside of the ring and do something different, what happens? He fucking ups and leaves. What the fuck? You know? The rest of your family's still in the business. Superfly Jimmy Snuka is in. Rikishi's still in. If Yokozuna was still alive, he'd still be in. You know? Superfly's daughter, Tamina's in. Rikishi's kids, the Usos, are in. You know? Samoa Joe's in. Hell, Joe's even in the books as best memory serves as heaviest champion for Ring of Honor and TNA. And yet you go off and go and play Hollywood action star for movies that wind up tanking within 2 to 3 weeks after they come out, like Fast and Furious, G.I. Joe, and then you get to go and prance around and to be a fairy. Not like that's much hard for you, really, is it, Dwayne? You know, honestly, what the fuck? The only reason why I'm pretty sure that Cena wound up jobbing to you at WrestleMania is to just try and legitimize your quote-unquote return. Because here's my thing. You said before, and it was on the Raw where you went to celebrate your birthday. You know, you said, finally, The Rock is home. The Rock's here. He's going to always be here. This, that, and the other. All that happy honky-dory bullshit. And then what do the next day? You go, you take a jet, you go back to Hollywood, and you go and you have some glorified LA hooker go and give you a blowjob. What the fuck? You know, and now you get this title match at Royal Rumble, which, you know, you do not deserve one bit. You know, why don't they just give a title match to guys like Christian, you know? Because he's been in that business a hell of a lot longer than you. Yeah, give it to guys like Christian. Give it to guys that actually deserve it. And I'm not talking about Ryberg or John Hulk Hogan Cena. But I mean guys that legitimately deserve title shots. Because, you know, I mean, I talk to people all the time and I called it. You give another 2-3 years, Cody Rhodes is going to be a world champion. He's going to be a main eventer. With the skills he has in and out of the ring, cutting promos, yeah, he's a hot seller. He's going to be. You know, you got all this great, raw, untouched talent, Vince, and yet you don't go and fucking use one bit of it. It's fucking annoying, and it's fucking sad, and it's so goddamn depressing, I can't even think straight. You know, I honestly, I had a whole plan lined up on what I was going to say and how I was going to say it for this show. And yet, the second the camera started rolling, that's when, boom, I wound up losing my cool, like I am now, and now all of a sudden, I don't remember none of it. You know, you need to give guys like Cesaro, you know, a push. You know, give everyone that's in the Shield a push after they're done with their story. Because I could see Rollins as a world champion. Dewey's cousin, Roman, yeah, Roman Reigns is Rock's cousin. If you don't know, now you do. He's going to wind up probably getting a push like Batista did. And Dean Ambrose, Lord knows I love him. Yeah, but I could so hope he gets a good push. The only thing I could see that's going to hold Ambrose back would be his attitude that he has. That's it. Other than that, I don't see nothing stopping him. But legitimately, you need to stop with this shit, Vince. Here's a far-fetched idea. And I think this would probably help you. You get all these 19, 20-something-year-old wrestlers, go and hire them, and then have them perform. And you know why? So that way you can shape them and you can mold them into your image. Not buy someone and then try and make them into your image, but get someone while they're still young in the career and mold them to what you want, what you feel you need them to be. And then that's when you'll be able to shine. And because instead of having somebody that's already Mr. 3000, you can take that guy, mold him, shape him into Mr. 3000, and then make him Mr. 3000 plus 20 million. Or more even. Something, anything. Just for the love of God, do something new, creative, and original. You're starting to do pretty good with the way things are going on TV. It's a slow, steady progress. But honestly, you really need to start developing more, need to start bringing more inbound talent in. Alright? Anyways, time for this week's question. Comes from a good friend of mine, really smart girl when it comes to wrestling, Stacy Impact W fan on Twitter. Follow her too. See, Stace, told you I'd give you a push on here. Anyways, her question was, how did I get the name Tim Vicious? And well, how I wound up getting it was, after I started wrestling up here in Erie for a little bit, I was originally going by the name Mayhem. Yes, Mayhem, so let the jokes and the laughs commence. I was mostly jobbing at that time, just being a jobber, like the Brooklyn Brawler. And the promoter said he saw I got some decent talent. He wanted to give me a push in the tag circuit. So he introduced me to my partner. Asked, he already had an idea and a gimmick set up for us. He wanted us to be like a bunch of dirty street punks, and wanted our input on what we thought would work best for it. So, asked on it and said straight up, I really like the Sex Pistols, and my favorite guy is Sid Vicious. That's what I said. Next he was like, Sid Vicious, Tim Vicious. There you go. There you go. That's who you are. Tim Vicious, Tommy Rotten. You guys are the Sex Pistols now. And it just stuck with me since. So yeah. I wish I could say I was born with that, because Vicious would make a really badass last name. Although I'm pretty sure I'm going to change that to my middle name, because think about it. You put Vicious or Motherfucker as your middle name, you're just automatically more badass. Anyways, that's all the time I got for this episode. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter at Tim Vicious, look for me on Instagram, Tim_Vicious. Check out the two girls that I told you about, Victoria at IamVictoria83, Stacy Impact W fan. Check out my girl Roxy with Roxy's Room. She's on Twitter at ThatRoxyGirl. Check out my partner in crime, James Steele, at JX2001. He's also on YouTube with the JX2001. Check out Roxy with Roxy's Room on YouTube. She's a smart girl. She sure as hell knows what she's talking about and breaks down wrestling reviews a hell of a lot better than I can, because I just flat out say if something's good or fucking bad. Anyways, also in case y'all are wondering, Music on this one was Misfits and my girl Mary Magdalene. Been a big fan of hers for a good while. Check her out on Twitter at Mary Magdalene. And that's all I got for this episode. So if you love me, great. If you hate me, fuck you. And to Dwayne, fuck you.